and welcome back to some more Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom, where last time we began our adventures in the Flying Dutchman's graveyard, and today we will be finishing off those adventures by heading off to the Flying Dutchman ship and taking it back from the robots. Let's go. And look who decided to join us, Mr. Krabs.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob! Swab the poop deck!
Oh, I already did that joke with Squidward, Mr. Krabs.
Yes, well, it's a good one though, eh?
Oh, sure is.
Here's what you need to do. Destroy all the power generators on the robot ship. Once the power is off, you'll be able to shoot the Dutchman's cannons to destroy the robot ship.
Cannon do, Mr. Krab.
Alright, so there's a lot of moving pieces here. First things first, bait the Chuck into throwing a missile at you, and then just move around it. You should know the drill by this point. We've been dealing with these things since downtown Bikini Bottom. It should be second nature at this point to just bait the Chuck missile. Okay, so the goal here is there's 4 cannons we need to activate. The first one's right here. I completely failed that. Let's try that again. There we go. So the first cannon's right here, and there's going to be plenty more hidden throughout the area that I'll show you locations off just a little bit later. Our primary goal for now is going to be to get over to that robot ship and destroy the power generators just like Mr. Krabs said. But before you do that, you want to use the cruise bubble to take out the Slick, because unlike the last Slick, this Slick you actually have enough time to take out both his shield and himself before the shield regenerates. And you want to do it now, because if you don't, his path movement directly crosses over with one of these platforms we have to jump between. And if you get stuck out here, because these platforms sink under your weight, if you get stuck out here with Slick passing over the platform, there's not much you can do about it. You're pretty much just screwed, so you want to make sure you take him out nice and early. Now here, this is the power generator right here. Basically, all these little red things, these are called the power generators. You want to destroy them all with any means you're happy. The bubble bullet, just a regular spin attack. Destroy them all, and there's one more waiting for us up in the upper ledge that we're going to go take care of in just a second. But before we take care of that, we need to get our hands on a sock. You can see it just up there, just ever so tantalizingly out of reach. But now you can just jump. But what you can do is you can just jump on top of these barrels and grab it just like that, and then that's your sock collected. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and use SpongeBob's bubble ball attack on this paddle wheel. Oh God, you're right there. Hello. Use the bubble ball on the paddle wheel like this to cause the elevator to descend from the sky. Next, you want to, before it goes back up, you want to put the switch back to Sandy, and then make your way over to the elevator so that you can ride it up to the top, just like so. And now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go for a ride along here with these Sandy swingers, which are going to take us directly to our next cannon. You can kind of see it in the middle there. Let's go ahead and swing our way towards it, like so. Hit the button. There's button number 2. We're going to go get button number 3 right now by going ahead and jumping up these platforms, carefully turning the camera as we jump so that we can keep readjusting our positioning appropriately. And then once we make it up here, we will see our 3rd button to press, like so. Next, we're going to swing our way over here, watching out for the Chuck. Fortunately, the hooks will swing you around so fast that you likely aren't in any danger of being taken out by the Chuck. But you still want to kick him out of the air once you get over here so that he's not a threat to you anymore. From here, you can jump out to this ledge right here and destroy your final power generator, like so. And now you are clear to set off the Dutchman's cannons by simply swinging across these hooks and riding them all the way over to the rear of the ship, where we're going to be able to activate our final button, as well as set them all off, and collect a bonus spatula hidden on top of the ship. So, once you made it over here, we're going to activate this button right here, which I failed to do. Let's try that again. I said let's try that again. There we go. All cannons ready to fire. Now, this is important. Don't fire them just yet. Hitting that button will fire the cannons. Don't do it just yet. We have 2 spatulas still left to get. There's this one right here. You want to get this before you leave, because once you hit that button, it starts the boss fight, and you want to get these before you start the boss fight. So get the golden spatula, and jump over the ledge. Don't touch the control stick. Once you land on the trampoline, just don't touch the control stick, because if you do, sometimes the trampoline will launch you in weird directions and it won't give you the momentum you need to make your way up here. And I recommend you jump anyway, just so that you can get the extra height you need to make your way up here. So you can grab the spatula. From there, you want to go ahead and double jump your way back here and bubble bounce on top of this thing to activate the cannons.
Defeated the robots!
That you did! But now that I look at it, I think I'll keep this golden spatula. It's so nice and shiny. It reminds me of my first buried treasure.
But what about our deal?
Ah, never make a deal with a ghost. Deals don't mean anything to me, except I got on a butter churn back in 1873. What a prize, I tell you, nothing beats creamy hand-churned butter.
Wait just a cotton-picking minute, Butter Boy. We did all that stuff, and you're backing out like a sea weasel.
Sea weasel? Ah, them's fighting words. If you want this gold thingy so bad, come and get it.
You're on.
Yeah, so there's really no sugarcoating it. This boss fight just sucks. There's no getting around it. It's just terrible. The other boss fights, like the Sandy boss fight's kind of slow, but for the most part, they're still relatively okay, if not decent. Not this one. This one's just crap. Here's what you do. You jump over his lasers, and then he moves, and then you jump over his lasers, and then you do it again, and again, and again, until eventually he does this, and then you lasso his tail, and, well, that's the boss fight. You gotta do that 3 times. Now that, you may think, oh, that didn't seem so bad. That was fine. That was nice and quick. Yeah, well, that was only 2 rounds of lasers. And even that in and of itself was a bit lengthy. He does it even more times each time you hit him. Yeah. It's fun, 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 fun. Super happy, fun time, joy, joy. Yeah, it's pain. This, like, Battle for Bikini Bottom is one of the best 3D platformers ever created. And it holds up remarkably well, over time. Like, even almost 20 years later, this game still holds up remarkably well. But, you know, as is the case with a lot of 3D platformers, the weakest part is undoubtedly the boss fights. And most of them range from mediocre to decent, and with one particular boss fight that we haven't gotten to yet standing out as like, oh my god, that was incredible. But this one just... even Rehydrated couldn't fix this one. Rehydrated made a concerted effort to fix a lot of the slower boss fights and make them really fun. But you can't fix this. This is a rotten base of a boss fight. There was nothing they could do to salvage this. This was just... I mean, there's not much to say. Like, you can just let the gameplay speak for itself. It's just so... like, why does it last this long? Why does he have to use his stupid lasers so many times? Even Sandy didn't wait this long between her freaking attacks. But no matter, it's finally over. And be happy that it is, because good lord is it pain. It's not even that's hard, it's just boring and monotonous and slow.
Enough, you dirty ghost.
Dirty? I'll have you know this jacket has been cleaned twice.
Everyone stop fighting! I think I have an idea!
Here you go.
Oh, it looks like my ship. It's even got all the little mold that flies. How thoughtful. All right, you little rapscallions. Here's the golden spatula.
And here's our reward for completing that incredibly slow, monotonous boss fight, which is easily the worst boss fight in the entire game. But it's done now, so, you know, that's good. And that's it for the Dutchman's Graveyard. Like I said, it's definitely one of the shorter levels in the game. Very short, actually. But that's it. We've cleared out the entirety of the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, and now we are cleared to head back to Bikini Bottom. But we can't actually get back here as is because I haven't really pointed this out up until now, but the only character that can actually use the taxi pads is Spongebob. Patrick and Sandy, I'll demonstrate this here. If you try to use a taxi pad as Patrick or Sandy, it'll just kind of tell you, nah. So to get around that, what we're going to do is we're just going to warp to the top of the entrance area, and then that'll put us back to playing as Spongebob. And then we can turn around and leave, like this. Now, yeah, we could have just warped back to Bikini Bottom, but, you know, I like to take the taxi. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Unfortunately, we don't have enough socks to go get one from Patrick. The last 5 socks of the game are hidden in SpongeBob's Dream, and then once we clear out that level, we will have enough to go get our final spatula of the game from Patrick. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Goodbye.